Now, we got a good kick out of this a few weeks ago. I told you that I read a lot of books on sabbatical to prepare for 1 Timothy, and one of my favorite books was Let Me Be a Woman. It was my favorite book that I read on sabbatical. And I told you it was a little odd when I'd be, sitting in an airport reading Let Me Be a Woman. I got some strange looks. Today's world, you never know how that's going to go. But I got to this section here that I just want to read you, if you'll let me, 2 paragraphs from Elizabeth Elliot, who was a widow. Then she was remarried. But I want you to read these 2 paragraphs because I want us to learn from these wise women. We're going to talk about prayer in just a second. So much we can learn from these women. And one of the things that we can learn that she brings out here is appreciation. Appreciation. Here's what she says. There was a series of letters to the columnist Ann Landers on the subject of men who snore. Okay? This is going to hit home. I feel like it. Just on the men's retreat, and we got a lot of men who snore. I want you to know. Wives wrote in complaining of the countless hours of lost sleep and the irritation of that awful noise beside them in the bed. Others wrote offering solutions, but the discussion came to an end with one letter. And I don't know why this touches me so much, but it does. It was from a widow, and she said, "Snoring is the sweetest music in the world. Ask any widow." Those ladies to be there in that bedroom in the silence. How often I have sat in a room full of people and I've heard the wife contradict, criticize, belittle, and sneer at her husband before the rest of the company. I've had difficulty restraining myself, not leaping from my chair, going over and shaking that woman by the shoulders and saying, "Do you not realize what you've got?" She doesn't. She hasn't my perspective, of course. If only there was some way for every wife to have the experience of losing her husband for a little time, even of thinking that he is dead, in order to regain the perspective she needs for genuine appreciation. That was powerful 2 paragraphs for me. As we see the appreciation that comes, and this isn't just a appreciate your husband point, though it is. This is a stage of life, savor the moment place that God's given us. And we can learn that from our widows. We can learn that from our widowers. For them to say, don't be too worried about your kids eating 2 cookies. It's okay. You savor that moment. Don't worry about being too busy. There'll be a time you wish you were busier. As loud as the house was is as quiet as the house is now. Savor those days. Hey, thanks for watching. To find out more about Houston's First, you can subscribe to our channel or you can go to houstonsfirst.org.